We're here at the premiere of The Luckiest Man in America, speaking with
Samir.
Samir.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. It's going pretty good. Tell me a little bit about your role in the project.
I'm the director of the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what did you enjoy most about working on this film?
Loved working with the cast. We got an amazing cast, so just seeing them in action was very, very fun, and it was a pleasure all around. Yeah.
So we saw a crazy creature who has appeared on the carpet this evening. Can you tell me a little bit about this creature?
That's the Whammy. He's one of the characters in the movie, so you'll see him up in the screening room once the movie begins.
Okay.
Yeah.
For this will run after the screening has happened and the premiere has happened. So elaborate a little bit more on the Whammy.
He's one of the characters of the movie. He is also the mascot for the game show Pressure Luck. So yeah, you'll see him in the movie when you watch the movie.
Right on. So you have an all-star cast that is a part of this film. Tell me about each of the scenes that you worked with this amazing talent, or at least one that jumped out to you as being like your favorite of the film.
There's a good one when our lead, Michael Larson, just accidentally walks into the wrong set, and something fun happens there. Don't want to give a lot of spoilers, but that's a fun one.
You also have legendary actor Mr. Straitharn in this film. Tell me about working with him, as he's had so many films and he's a colossal talent.
Yeah, he's incredible. He was going to be here up until the very last minute. He had to cancel, but I feel extremely lucky and honored to have worked with him. And like Walton said, he is just like butter. He's the smoothest person to work and the smoothest actor, and he's just a pleasure. Yeah.
So for actors that are interested in working with you, how would you describe your directorial style? Are you like a clinic? Like what's your way of directing?
I just like to create the conditions for them to shine. So yeah, hopefully not get them too tired or not too close to the lines, like give them freedom.
Okay.
Just to catch them when they do free things. I believe that there's a lot of good things that come when they're like very free.
So you say that you're not handcuffed to the script. You give a little bit of improv, a little bit of room for your own character growth within these actors?
Totally. Yeah. I think that's the best, and not locking them onto marks, or just letting them shine.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the suit. First of all, I got to give a shout out to the Threads.
Yeah. So this is a cool little shop in Barcelona. It was my first time in Barcelona last summer, and my wife and I stopped by this little alley shop, picked up some good stuff, and I enjoy it. So,
it's tight. Well, you're looking fresh on the carpet of The Luckiest Man in America, and we are speaking with
Ricky Russert.
Ricky, thank you for taking the time to speak with me today. Tell me a little bit about your role in the project.
So I play Whitman. He is the technical coordinator for the game show itself on the day that it was happened. So we're up in the control room just making everything appear on the screen for the audience that they get to see down on the game show itself and then on the TV as well.
Sick. What was the audition process like, or the casting process for this?
It was interesting. So I had actually auditioned for a different role, completely opposite of what Whitman was. And then Samir and Amanda were like, we love you for Whitman and we want you to be our Whitman. And so that's kind of how it all took place.
Dope.
Yeah.
So we talked a little bit about the other cast that's involved in this. It's an all-star cast from top to bottom. What were the table reads like when you were meeting everybody and then going through the script for the first time?
Honestly, we didn't get a table read. I'd worked with Paul already. We did I, Tonya together years ago, and him and I have stayed in touch. So it was good to collaborate with him again, even though we have no scenes together whatsoever. But I mean, to get to work with David Straitharn, Walton, obviously, Shamir, everybody it was incredible. I got to spend a lot of time with David Rysdale, who's doing incredible things right now. Also, just came off of Fargo, just an ensemble cast. The collaboration was fantastic.
Yeah, we were also talking with the director, and I asked him what his style was, and he says he gives the actors a lot of room. You know, he's not handcuffed to the script. Did you get to do a lot of improv while you were out there with the scenes, and they were like, "That was beautiful, we love it," wherever it came from?
We did, yeah. No, it was nice too, because we were set in more of I started on the stage, so it's kind of what it felt like. We were we were in our spot. We were in this control room, which felt authentic, and then they just let us roam. And just actually for the first day or so, we weren't doing anything really on script. We were kind of just getting to know each other within our characters, so it was awesome. Yeah.
Speaking with.
I'm Patti Harrison.
Nice to meet you, Patti.
I'm that far in.
Tell me a little about your role in the project that is in the festival this year.
I play Janie, who is one of the contestants on Press Your Luck.
Okay.
And she is a real person, based on a true story. She's a pretty lively character. I would say kind of she has layers.
Interesting. How did you get on the game show? What was did you submit it? Like, was there a process?
To get on the game show?
Yeah, like how do game show people end up getting on game shows? If you think about doing a little bit of background work, what was the process to get on the game show in the first place?
For the woman in real life?
Sure.
Not me.
Right.
Just like what base knowledge do I have about how the casting process for game shows work?
Sure.
Well, it's a period piece, so I'm not sure if casting works exactly the same way then as it did now for game shows. I think now there's like a kind of central casting process, and there's people that are like in a pool for all kinds of different reality stuff. I don't really know how people submit to be selected during that time. I'm afraid to say.
When I was younger, there were shows like Guts or Legend of the Hidden Temple, and I would write into the studio and being like, "I'm young, I love this show, I want to be on it." I never made it on it, but that was like they were just picking people like from random when it came into that.
But they build up this kind of feeling like anybody all over the world could be selected if you mail in. I think more often than not, it's like people who are already in some sort of casting service or who are like, happen to live in Burbank, California.
Sure. That's beautiful. So tell me a little bit about the game show. I've learned of the whammy, so I've heard of this character, but I don't know much about the show itself. Can you reveal a little bit more about the game show that's in the film?
The actual game show.
Yes.
So essentially, it's like a competitive trivia game show, question and answer kind of structure, and then I think the big, I guess, mechanism of it is the random kind of, I guess I wouldn't say prize generator, but I don't really know what you would call it. It's all of the kind of prizes or like whammies are on these like squares, and you kind of have to time out. Well, you don't have to time out. I think the point is that it's supposed to be random.
Yeah.
And that when you hit the button, it stops on like a random prize or like a random punishment. And the movie is about someone kind of learning that.
Speaking with
James Wolk. I play Junior in the movie, part of a great group of people, and yeah.
What do you believe makes the luckiest man in America? What are the traits that goes with that?
Outside of our film, just like what would make the luckiest man in America?
Yeah, sure.
Gosh, I don't know. That's a big question. I mean, I feel lucky. I feel like I have a beautiful wife and 2 children, and they are the most important things in the world to me. So that makes me feel like the luckiest man. Yeah. It sounds trite, but it's true.
So, but in this film, we're talking about a game show. I see we got the whammy we've learned about, and there's money that's going on with this as well. Yeah, it was such a trip. So, tell me a little bit about your role in this project.
So I play Junior. So, in the course of this film, the game show and Paul Walter Hauser comes in and basically figures out a way to count cards, but in the form of a game show.
Interesting.
And he takes Press Your Luck for a ton of money. It all takes place in one day, or a day or two, but on the soundstage, it takes place under one filming. And I play Junior, the stage manager, and it's part of the hilarity that ensues and all the hijinks and trying to figure out what the hell's going on this set. Yeah.
When you were growing up and watching game shows, was there a game show that you really wanted to be on? Like Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, Family Feud?
I think Family Feud. Yeah. Family Feud seems like fun. Yeah.
What made that fun? What was that? Why was that your choice?
Just being with your family, just like hanging out, like just busting each other's chops if someone messes up on Family Feud. My wife's a big game show person, so I feel like at some point I'll have the opportunity to do that. Yeah.